Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, the Manifesto of the Communist Party. Karl Marx died 1883, was a German philosopher, economist, political theorist, and a sociologist who played a significant role in the development of socialist and communist theories. He co-authored the Communist Manifesto in 1848 with his friend Friedrich Engels, and later wrote the seminal work Das Kapital, which explored the economic and social dynamics of capitalism. Marx's ideas was foundational to the development of Marxism, a socio-political and economic ideology that advocates for the overthrow of capitalism and the establishment of a classless communist society. Marx argued that the history of societies was marked by class struggles, and he predicted that the working class, which he called the proletariat, would eventually rise against the bourgeoisie or the capitalist class, leading to the establishment of a socialist society and ultimately communism. The Communist Manifesto is a political pamphlet written by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels in 1848. Arguably, it is one of the most influential documents in the history of political thought and serves as the foundation for Marxist theory. The manifesto was actually commissioned by the Communist League, a group of revolutionary socialists, and was intended as a call to arms for the working class. Both Marx and Engels based their analysis on historical materialism, a theory that sees the development of human societies as driven by the conflicts arising from the material conditions of production. They argued that throughout history, societies have been defined by the relationship between the ruling class and the working class. The manifesto famously begins with the assertion that the history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles. Both Marx and Engels argued that throughout history, societies have been characterized by the exploitation of one class by another. So obviously work they've done and read over centuries. In the context of their time, however, they focus on the struggles between the bourgeoisie, the capitalist class, and the proletariat, the working class. Marx and Engels describe the rise of the bourgeoisie as a revolutionary force that had transformed society through industrialization. However, they also argued that the bourgeoisie inevitably created its own grave diggers in the form of the proletariat, the class of workers who were exploited for their labor. The manifesto concludes with a call for the proletariat to rise against the bourgeoisie, the overthrow of the capitalist system, and eventually an establishment of a classless society based on common ownership of the means of production. I guess they envisioned a communist society where the state would wither away and a kind of principle of from each according to his ability to each according to his needs, they wish or hoped would eventually prevail. Throughout the readings, throughout the manifesto, Marx and Engels criticized various aspects of capitalism, including inherent instability, its exploitation of labor, and the commodification of human relationships. I guess that's basic introduction to the manifesto. I will load a video on the Paris Commune next time so that you have more nuanced understanding of what happens in that period when the proletariat have a window of opportunity to show their muscle as a ruling class. Thanks.